Well, howdy doody. Today we're doing an album review. So, I think it's a little unjust and uncool and poser-esque if you don't own the album that you're going to cover. You know, I'm sure you listened to it 1,000 times, but if you're going to talk about something you don't own, it's kind of disingenuous, as they would say. So, unlike most of these fake fucks on the internet, I'm not fake, man. I bought the real deal so we can cover it and discuss about it and send some love and coin to one of my, if not the favorite bands out of my whole discography that I could choose from. Megadeth definitely lands #1. Not the best band in the world, but to me, personally, one of my favorites. If you don't know this album, prepare to be schooled, bro. You gotta get educated. You gotta get on the rest in peace tip, dude. This album is one of their, if not the best Megadeth albums. Period. I know you could argue So Far, So Good, So What? You could argue Peace Sells or Rest in Peace. It's really one of those three that usually come up when it comes to what's the best Megadeth album, right? So, to me, it's either So Far, So Good, So What or this guy. And it's a really close tie. I don't really have, you know, either or. I love both equally. One thing I did notice when buying this, see, remixing Ray Bastard, right? So, one thing I will tell you, if you're a new Megadeth fan or new to music in general, they over the years will release the same album, but they'll remix it, EQ it, add things, take certain things out to make it sound better, in their opinion. But people will argue with you and me, and to some degree, they're correct. The original mixes, not the remastered mixes, in my personal opinion, are better. I'll give you an example, because we have So Far, So Good, So What, right? And in My Darkest Hour, when we're listening to that intro goes, you know what I mean? That's without the remastered. When they remixed it and remastered it and released it, they added that extra intro, the boo-doo-doo-doo, boo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then they added what we're familiar with the first mix that they sold us. Not knocking this either, though. I was just saying that there is a difference between remastered mixes and the original mixes that came out the year of the album, or the original release of the album. And I will tell you this, we got Nick Menza on the drums, we got Dave Ellefson for the unaffiliated or the uninitiated, Dave Jr. as the bassist, and then we have Nick Menza on drums, if I already said that. Sorry. Then we have Marty Freeman as lead guitar, which is one of the most influential and best lead guitar players of the 80s and 90s. Dude was a monster. And he was really influenced in Japanese scales and stuff. So that's where you get that weird little Egyptian, you know, thing that he pulls off in his solos. So, I'll kind of give you a look at this album, front and back. Now let's go over some of the tracks. We got, just as an opener, which is an insane opener to have, Holy Wars, The Punishment Due. Amazing track. We got Hangar 18. Amazing track too. Kind of underrated. Take No Prisoners, which has one of their most chuggiest, triplety Oh, it's awesome. Take No Prisoners is an amazing song. It kicks ass. Take no prisoners! Take no shit! Fuck yeah. So, then it slides into Five Magics. And Five Magics is weird, because when you hear it, it's like, doo 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 doo. It's like so like fucking Pharaoh Egyptian type of vibe going on. And then it just fucking kicks you in overdrive with that main drop off to the main riff. Ah, it's fucking awesome. And then we have the filler, or sorry, Lucretia, Tornado of Souls. Amazing harmonic use in a very simple and ergonomic way. And then we have Dawn Patrol, which in my opinion is the only real filler track that they have on this album. But it was also kind of like a, you know, here you go, Davey. To Dave Jr. or Dave Ellison. Give him a little something that he could have his own little thing to go off of. Awesome. Oh, I didn't even know that the remastered version has My Creation on this. Don't know if you can read that. But My Creation's on here, which is an amazing album. It's an amazing track, one of my favorite tracks on here, and it's a B-side or like a unreleased version of the album. It's not on the original Rust in Peace is what I'm trying to say. The track My Creation. I also get Rust in Peace Polaris demo track. Same with the Holy Wars demo track. And the Take No Prisoners track. Demo. All in all, I'm very pleased with the aesthetics of this. I was thinking about making a lot more videos of these. Like buying the album. It's a very small purchase for me. You know, instead of buying an amp or $1,000, $2,000, whatever, $1,000 guitar. You know, I could buy an album, kind of give you my opinion, go over the tracks, go over my favorite tracks. Like, My Creation is definitely one of my favorite tracks on here. Same with Poison Was the Cure. That's a great one. I love the riff on Rust in Peace Polaris. It's so fucking fun to play. I spread disease like a dog. Discharge my Pablo. Ah, so good. So good. Yeah. So, we covered my favorite tracks, which is My Creation, Rust in Peace Polaris, Take No Prisoners. Probably my top 3 on this album right now. At the moment. Can we just take appreciation of old school art? They don't do that anymore. Alright. Y'all know the deal. I'm out. I just want to do this review. Also, check out my video that'll be coming up probably right after this video. I'm doing the Death Nut Challenge. Metalhead versus Death Nut Challenge. Let's go, motherfuckers. Live long and prosper, you know the deal. Kick ass, take names, and follow Robocop's advice. Stay out of trouble. It's something I'm trying to do myself. Ha! Love y'all.